Yes. Yep.
Okay, great. Hey, Doug, how you doing?
Hey Matt, doing good today.
Hey, um, what do you expect on Friday night? And I wonder, I know you've got more teams in there than just Texas, but when you get these bigger name teams that come in for this opening meet, I mean, does it seem like it fires up your athletes a little bit more than maybe your standard opening night?
Well, that's definitely true. Anytime you've got good competition, I think it just brings the best out of the good guys in particular, And we got Texas, Oklahoma State, I think North Texas bringing some people, Tulsa, but um, overall, like you said, it's an early meet for us, and it's early for everybody. So we're trying to see where we are. Everybody's trying to figure out where they are. We run a lot of off events, at this meet. We run a 300 meter, we run a 600 meter, we run a 1,000 meter race. So we got a lot of our guys in off events, just kind of training through, making sure we're okay, trying not to be, overzealous right now. Just see where our conditioning is and see where we go for the next meet.
I was talking to Jordan Anthony the other day. He said it might be another couple, 3 weeks before he gets into competition. Where do you see, what have you seen from him in training? And now that he's not dealing with that injury, how much better do you think he can be this year?
Yeah, I mean, of course, he was with us last year, but he really
Mhm.
couldn't train, and he still ran really well indoors. But the whole thing this year is so much different, and he's able to actually do workouts and train, and he's not afraid of re-injuring that toe every time he runs. So he says it feels really good. And you look at a guy like Jordan was really, really good in high school and had a good first year in college, but since then he really hasn't been able to train have a consecutive training regime for 2 years now. So, I'm going slow, playing it slow with him, trying to get him in, make sure he's in shape, ready to race when race day comes. So for Jordan, I think we'll probably open up at Razorback in a couple weeks, and I think that'll be a good date for him. He's feeling good, he feels great, but I just think it's in his best interest to kind of slow it down and get him ready for that meet.
Do you think he'll run 60, 100, and 200 for you?
Yeah, I mean, indoors, obviously we run 6,200.
Yeah.
Um, and we're gonna slow play the 200 thing and see how he feels about that. But uh,
Mhm.
yeah, he looks good and everything he's doing. Um, Even the longer type workouts we do, he looks really good, man. He's a guy, I say he's a good maintenance guy, meaning once he's up to speed, he's really good at maintaining that high level of speed for a long period of time, which you wouldn't think is really that much that happens with a 60-meter dash guy like him, an explosive, powerful guy. But he is really good at holding that maintenance speed.
Okay. I may have a couple more, Sean, but I'll
Okay. Anybody else with a question?
Yeah, I'll jump in really quickly. Hey, Coach. Curious for you when we talk about season openers, especially with the indoor. I'm curious, what kind of tone do you hope gets set this weekend that can carry for the rest of the season?
Yeah, so like I was saying, this is a meet. It's our first meet of the year. I think we have 30 new guys on the team this year, so it's going to be a little bit of a surprise to the coaching staff as well. We're trying to figure out where these guys belong in certain events in some cases, and really just see what their competitive attitude is like. It does help, like Matt was saying, bringing a school like Texas coming in here that you got to be on your game a little bit because it's good competition. Even though it's early for us, it's a good meet with great competition, and we're going to see what the tone's like and see how these guys compete.
Awesome. Last question for you, Rivaldo Marshall receiving votes for the Bowerman watch list. What kind of stock do you guys take into that? Is that something that, you guys think too much over, or is it something, all right, let's now go and prove it during the season?
You know, um, he nor I have said one word about it. We both know it, but we haven't said it to each other or anything. And I think that's good from his standpoint. He is a very hard worker. He's very talented, and I just hope he can have a good season, like I think he can. And if he does, he'll be in the race for that thing.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Coach, one I had for you with the success you've had in the 4x4 long term, but more so these last couple of years, when you line up 4 or 5 teams in the first meet, what are you kind of looking for to be able to set up for the end of the indoor season as well as outdoor with this group this weekend?
Sure. So we'll run 3 relay teams this weekend, and we won't run for set per se an A team or a B team, but they'll be even kind of even split teams, and I'm putting guys in positions like leadoff runner to see if somebody can be a leadoff runner for us, see how somebody reacts to be an anchor leg, things like that. So it's going to be a vastly different team that you'll see at the end of the indoor season from the beginning of the indoor season with these 4x4s. But I got a good crew. I got a good bunch of guys that can all, they can contribute. And, we've had success in that area. So I look forward to us just continuing that.
Matt, did you have another question?
No, I think you answered everything.
Okay. Anybody else with a question? Good deal. Appreciate everybody's
Hey,
time.
Sean, I'll jump in with one more. If you
Okay.
guys think. Hey, Doug, what's Rob Jarvis added to the staff?
Man, Rob is awesome. I'll tell you what, he really knows his stuff. He's disciplined about the way he approaches his coaching. He takes care of the athletes. Unbelievable coach, and I'm really happy he's on our staff.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. Anybody else before we wrap up? Good deal. Appreciate everybody's time today. Thank you, Coach Case, for joining us as well.
Thank you, guys.